Assalamu alaikum. In the name of Allah, who came to us in the person of a man. The man's name is Master Fard Muhammad. In the name of the most honorable Elijah Muhammad, the black man from Deep Step, Georgia, outside of Sandersville, Georgia. And when he saw this man, he knew what he was looking at. And as we say in the streets, it takes one to know one. In the name of the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, the best student of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, and my boss, I'd like to greet you in the greetings of peace of Assalamu alaikum. I wanted to show you today what we're doing at Muhammad Farms. Me and my wife and one or two helpers. We're doing a lot. But we started off with not very much. And there are people who are naysaying the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan about us having a nation of our own, taking care of our own food, clothing, and shelter, our own transportation, our own military, our own everything. And we here started with nothing. When I got to this farm, it was a wilderness. It's so far in the backwoods, the farmers in this area call this the backside. When I got here, it was a bunch of weeds. It had grown up in weeds. It was on a small area that we could farm, but we didn't even have any equipment to do that with. We had to get some black farmers who had equipment to help us plow the field up to get it ready for our first crop. And we got our first tractor, the John Deere 6400, in 95 horsepower in April. And immediately we put it to work planting sweet corn, watermelons, squash, and we had an abundant crop in May and sent the crop via the final call truck to many mosques and study groups across the country. That was our first year. Since that time, we have gotten a whole lot more equipment. We've expanded operations, and we want to show you a little bit of what can be done when you put your will to it. Allah will bless you to come through. And when we decide that we really want to be free, we want you to remember the story of Muhammad Farms. We started off with nothing in the wilderness, and now we have fought our way out through hard work and prayer, and you're helping us. Those who have supported the 3-Year Economic Savings Program, please continue to do that, because with your support, we have been able to fight our way out of the wilderness to where we are sending crop, sending flour, whole wheat flour and cream of whole wheat and muffin mix and other products all over the country. So let's show you what we are doing here at Muhammad Farms. This is Muhammad Farms. We are heavy in the food, a little bit in the clothing, and in the future we're going to get into shelter. But food is our big ticket item. We be doing up some food on the 1,600 acres. It's 1.75 miles east and west by 2 miles north and south. 1,600 football fields. I want you to imagine 1,300 football fields, 1,600 acres, 1,300 football fields. Just me and my wife and one or two helpers trying to manage this in the wilderness. But Allah has blessed us, and we have many young students who come down to be a part of the activities at Muhammad Farms to learn about agriculture, because the Honorable Elijah Muhammad said the farm is the engine of our national life. And so please continue to support the 3-Year Economic Savings Program. We grow a lot of products, but mostly wheat. We did 300 acres this past year, and we harvest the wheat and we store the wheat in our wagons. Then we take this wheat, and starting in 2011, we milled the wheat ourselves into whole wheat flour, cream of whole wheat, and now we produce, through Sister Ann's ingenuity, Sister Ann's kitchen, buttermilk and cream of wheat muffin and bread mix. Everybody says that this here is the bomb. Everybody says that our flour is the bomb and our cream of wheat is the bomb, but this here makes it easy for you to produce a perfect muffin or bread with simple steps and only a few added ingredients. Now, we've been told that we have the best watermelons in the USA. Okay, we're not gonna fight with them. You know, we did 100 acres of watermelon, 60 acres of watermelon this year, and as you see, I call this my sling team. My sling team is out here picking watermelons, and my sling team has helped load up the watermelons. A lot of hard work in the hot sun, but Allah bless us to have a great crop, and people say that we have the best tasting watermelon in the country, so we say all praises are due to Allah. We keep moving. And we have produced for Sister Ann the kitchen, 12 foot by 24 foot in a trailer, and made it into a kitchen, 12 foot by 24 foot, where she has all the area and the type of equipment she needs to do her experimentations in developing new product lines, like her cream of whole wheat muffin mix. This stuff here is mouth-watering good, all developed by Sister Ann and produced by Sister Ann right there in her kitchen, her Sister Ann's kitchen. This is what we're doing right here at Muhammad Farms. And a family, the Majid family, Sister Majida, they came from Oakland, California, and we set them up in a bakery. They have their own bakery where they make sourdough bread from our wheat from Muhammad Farms. They make the best rolls, whole wheat rolls from the wheat from Muhammad Farms, along with other many products. So now we're distributing this all through this area of Southwest Georgia, and also she's shipping stuff via UPS to other parts of the country. So it can be done. We're doing it. Support us. We'll make it bigger, make it better, and show you and other farmers how you can make it bigger and make it better, because it's nation time. We ain't not playing and we're not crying. Now, to move the products across the country, we set up the Staple Goods Project because we found that people could not purchase enough flour for us to be able to ship it to them. So what we did, we added a bunch of other products that they needed for their day of want in terms of survival kits. So we got navy beans in there, we got red beans in there, we got turbinado sugar in there, which is raw sugar. We got brown rice in there. We got even soap in there. We got a bunch of other products that we put in with the flour, just to be able to move the flour and the cream of wheat and the muffin mix. But we moved these across the 61 cities this last few weeks ago, and getting ready to do another set in just a few weeks. And here are our storage trailers. That we take these trailers and make these into warehouses for our products, so we can get the products in, store them, and then box them to send out to the different cities. This task we sent out to over 60 cities here just a few weeks ago, and you see them all over the country. Everybody loves the products. People are glad to see us doing something for ourselves. So all praise is due to Allah. We're going to make it bigger and we're going to make it better. Going to every city in America when you all decide that you want it. All praise is due to Allah. We're here to produce it for you, to ship it to you. Just make it happen. Just make it happen. And this year, 2018, we had Founders Day. Been having this for the last 13 years. And you can see the beautiful black people who came and visited us at the farm, and also went out there in the field and picked up some watermelons to get a real feel of what it's like to be out here in this hot sun at Muhammad Farms. Everybody enjoyed themselves. All praises are due to Allah. And Sister Ann and myself have produced a heaven on earth. Sister Ann with the home garden and the house, and out there in her front yard, she made into a garden paradise. And here I am out there, these acres where there was nothing but weeds, and there wasn't nothing but coyotes. There wasn't even any deer, not even birds. But now we got birds and deer, and unfortunately the deer love watermelons and navy beans, so we get ate out quite a bit. All praise is due to Allah. Everybody come over here to Muhammad Farms, you get some non-GMO food. The deer bring all their cousins and the raccoons, and everybody come over here to Muhammad Farms. But we've made a paradise for ourselves, and we can do this on our earth again. When we get our 196,940,000 square miles again, that's 57,255,000 square miles of land. The 29 million acres, 29 million square miles of useful land, and we're going to make that useful land and turn it into productive land and produce more for that food, for vegetables and wheat, and not for animals. We get into this at another time, but we're busy making heaven on earth. And Sister Ann moves from her kitchen to Sister Ann's sewing room, which is another building, and this is her sewing room. Sister Ann can really throw down and can show other sisters how to sew, so eventually we can set up a sewing factory where she can make these garments. She makes all of her garments that she wears, and when she goes out, everybody wants to say, wow, where you get it? She makes it, and some of mine. As a matter of fact, what you're looking at right now, what I'm wearing right now, is something that Sister Ann made for me. We're not ready to make it on a large scale yet. When we get more believers down here that want to do something, we'll be ready to train them, and we can make this thing happen. But we eventually will grow our own cotton, turn it into cloth, and turn it into clothes. So we just want to let you know that what Minister Farrakhan is telling us to do is not a pipe dream. Stick with Muhammad Farms and the 3 Economic Savings Program. Get involved with the Staple Goods Project. Be ready to order your watermelons next year, because we are no joke. Allah is God. Assalamu alaikum. Ali!